You are tuned in to Kids
In the Pit.
Hey guys, Steve from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm joined by Paul Bearer from Sheer Terror. I met you a couple weeks ago when my dad's band Thought Control opened for you guys in Slapshot in Connecticut. Thanks so much for letting me interview you. And my dad says thanks for buying their records, and they hope you enjoy them.
Hey, thank you. No, definitely. The record is definitely enjoyed. And everything. I like hardcore like that, like the old like primal style, like simple but like hard hitting and stuff. That's how I like my hardcore. And no, it's very nice to meet you. And any questions you got, yeah, throw them at me.
Okay. So for those that don't know, what do you do in Sheer Terror?
I drive the rest of my family members out of their minds. I annoy them. I sing in the band. I sing in the band. And I have the three other guys I have with me right now. I'm my buddy Johnny Eggs. He's playing guitar. I have Brendan Paray. He's playing bass, and we have John Besser. He's the newest guy. Who got him on drums. And I try to hold the fort together without without too many uprisings.
Cool. Yeah. I saw Brandon at two Madball shows like a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started out. He was road manager. I was teching for them, and then I do some road managing, and now and Hoyer's got some personal things going on here and there. He can't make it up to play shows. Rather play shows with him, So which is fine, It's not like we're so busy that we got anything to do. I mean,
Yeah.
right now we don't have anything to do till June. So like you got to do something. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I sort of I'm here in my house. I do housework and stuff like that, but it's like I'm going out with another band singing. Because I mean, I thought about it, but it would have to be my own band. I couldn't just like can you fit in? I got asked to fill in once or twice for some other bands. I don't know. It'd be too weird, especially if the other singer's still alive.
What?
Like if I was asked to fill in for a band that will remain unnamed. I was asked to fill in as a singer, but the singer's still alive, and I know him.
Wait, of what band?
I'm not gonna say.
Is it an inappropriate name or something?
No, because I know them, and they still play out here and there, and I don't want to, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I don't know if he got emails this time,
Okay.
and I just it's just weird. And I told the drummer that asked me, and I was like, I appreciate the offer, but he's still alive. Like I can't, that would be weird. It's like I'm taking his job, like even if it's only for a couple of weeks. Like I don't know. It would be odd.
And also like there's a few bands that have had multiple singers, but like for example,
doesn't always work.
Shai Hulud has had as many as more than I can count.
Really?
Let's see. Comeback Kid has had two. There's a few more bands, but yeah, because
that's hard. That's hard because the singer's like that's the focal point, and people remember a lot from the physical see it.
Because
so it gets already new. Sometimes, whoa.
Because if you showed me an instrumental of Agnostic Front and Sick of It All without the vocals, I probably wouldn't be able to tell which one is which.
Unfortunately, I have the opposite.
Because guitars don't have different voices. Well, they have different tones and stuff, but
yeah.
They don't have a completely different sound.
Very true. Very true. Unfortunately, I've known these bands too long. Where I know their songs too well.
Yeah. So, what year did Sheer Terror start?
Officially, we called ourselves Sheer Terror, and it was like December of 1984.
Cool.
I was in a band before that when I was 14, like in 1982, called Fathead Suburbia. And
Oh,
we only played 2 shows. We didn't do much.
oh. My dad was born in 1985, so
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
He didn't. Guess he didn't see us.
yeah, definitely not.
But that calling anyway. Uh, yeah, that's why. And then between 1982 and 1984, I would really do anything. I was always trying to get into another band, to do another band stuff, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
The original guitarist from Sheer Terror, long story longer, I put an ad out looking for. They were looking for. He was in a band called No Control back in the early
oh,
'80s.
I know the Bad Religion album, No Control, but I haven't heard
Yeah,
of it.
really that a female singer. That they had 2 female singers on as
Oh,
well. And yeah, they had a female singer, and long story longer, that was where he and the original drummer from Sheer Terror came from No Control. They wanted to do something different. And a couple of the original Sheer Terror songs were No Control songs, just played a little bit rougher, and I changed lyrics and sang the way I sang.
yeah,
So that's how that pretty much came together. That's how Sheer Terror originally came together. And he came up with the name from what he was like watching the news or watching some movie or something like that. And somebody was like, the Sheer Terror. And he was like, and he's an old Brooklyn guy, Blake. He talk like this. Hey, how you doing? Like this. And
nice.
so he's watching the movie and he's like, I like that. I like that. Sheer Terror. That's a good name.
Yeah,
And he keeps in
maybe
practice.
maybe
But
it was a
only
horror movie. It's a good horror movie named Sheer Terror.
yeah, exactly. And he was like, he's in a movie, so he heard it, and he was like, "This is that." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
So it took a minute. We played our first show in a couple of months later, in February of '85. Played our first show at the CBGB's.
cool.
Yeah.
So, where did Sheer Terror start? And do you all still live there?
No. Uh, we started. We all lived. Well, not true. But when we started, 3 of the guys lived in Brooklyn. I lived in Staten Island. I
Oh,
was living. I still lived with my parents at the time. I was 16, just turning 17. And I still lived at my parents' house in Staten Island. And yeah, no, and who lives in Brooklyn? Actually, the original bass player still lives in Brooklyn. No, he lives in Long Island now. Wow, the original bass player's name is Barry or Baron. He is the
oh,
one who sings and plays bass in the Carnivore AD now.
oh, I don't know them.
It's Carnivore, but without anybody in Carnivore.
Oh,
It's a long story. It's Carnivore AD, and they play Carnivore songs. Like,
cool.
and we grew up with Carnivore, Pete Steele, and Type of Negative, and all that. We grew up with those guys. They were older, but we knew them for years, and we were always big fans and we were good friends. And Barry was a huge Carnivore fan as well. Well, and so now he does. That's what he does, and he's got Chuck for all the guitars from the Crumbsuckers playing with him now too in that band. They play Carnivore. They do a very good job of it too, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
That's what that is. You know, Carnivore AD, you see the singers and this long black hair. It's like Donald Ankles, the bass player guy. That's the original bass player from Sheer Terror.
nice.
Yeah, and the drummer lives now in Virginia. That's where he from originally. And Blake, I believe, is in Staten Island. He went to Staten Island then. And Blake leads a secret life. Nobody knows a lot about Blake, and I'm not even kidding about that.
Oh, nice. So, for those that haven't heard Sheer Terror, what song do you recommend they listen to first?
Oh, geez. That's a Burning Time.
Which one?
Burning Time.
Nice. Okay, I'll check
Yeah,
it out.
that's a good like representation of like how we started and stuff that we were doing and everything like that.
Cool.
The melody and whatnot. So yeah, I think that would if they were gonna check out that song.
Okay. So, in your email signature, there's a quote in another language. So, I used Google Translate to translate it. and it means "not my monkeys, not my circus" in English. That's what it's translated to. It translated right?
Yeah, in Polish, from Polish,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly?
Kind of like mind your business. Kind of like don't never mind what's going on over there.
Uh,
What other people are doing in their lives, or other bands might be doing for other
oh,
people. Is it really affecting you? No. So
yeah,
it's not your monkeys, not your circus.
nice.
Yeah, I try. It's one of my. I try to live by that. I try. Everybody's sitting around. Oh, you see what these guys doing? Oh, you hear about that band? I'm like, unless it's funny, and it's entertaining to hear, like some like gossip, if you want to call it that, or whatever, or band talk. It was funny. Okay, it's funny. Then you can laugh. Oh, guys just sit around talking, and they sound like a bunch of wash women. Like, it's like, and they're going on and on. I'm like, not my monkeys, not my circus. I really don't care.
Yeah, that's a good quote. I like it.
Yeah, see, it's somewhat easy to hold on to stick by,
Yeah.
somewhat. And if you mess up every now and then, it's okay. They're monkeys.
Yeah. So, what was the first punk or hardcore show you attended, and how old are you?
I'm 55.
No,
Um,
I meant were
oh,
actually.
well, when I went, oh, jeez. You know what? That's kind of rough. It had to be around like 1980, and it's weird back then. Things blend together because I went to a lot of shows that I didn't know I was going to. It was like last minute type of things, or sneaking out the house, stuff like that. And so I was living in Yonkers at the time, and I said before my parents were very uh, supportive and things I want to do musically and artistically. They were very supportive. As long as they took care of what I had to do at school, I wasn't doing drugs and I wasn't drinking, I wasn't coming home like a jerk. They were very supportive. They were
Cool.
like, all right, just be home tomorrow, be home by this time, or whatever, be home. And if it was on the school, I think you're going to school tomorrow. As I went to school the next day, I could go out to the show. I was usually getting a ride with older friends of mine anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, say I was 14, 13, 14. These guys were already 19 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or teenagers, older teenagers. So like if they would drive and I was getting a ride home with them, drive to the city and then drive back. Sometimes if I wanted to go and my friends would, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go meet them over there, and I would take the bus to all the way to the Bronx, and then which was a nice little bus ride from Yonkers to the Bronx. It's not that far, but back then it was, I guess, what we would call dangerous. So, and I would take the bus to the terminal, the number 4 at Woodlawn Station, and then I would take the 4 from the Bronx all the way into the city. And that was a pretty shady time and era, especially coming home late at night or whatever. Back in then, like say 81, 82, whatever. And, I guess it could have been dangerous, we really didn't know what to watch for. But I was really looking for trouble. I just wanted to go see some stupid, crappy bands and come home. It's not like I was riding a train looking to fight
Yeah.
people. I was a fat, chubby, pimply faced skinhead kid. You know, so like I sat there with brass knuckles like hammer.
Yeah.
And so some people would think that's what they had to do. No, unless you were a jerk, you didn't have to do that. You just get on the train and you know we weren't all little young Harley Flanagans back then. Thank God. Yeah, but first show. Oh God, first show hard to say. It could have been. It could have been a Ramon show. It could have been the Clash at Bonds. I went to one of those shows. Could have been that as well. I'm leaning more towards that than the Ramones for some reason because that one was known. It was advertised. You know what I mean? The flash shit. At Bonds Casino and Times Square, whatever, and everything. And they oversold the show. That's why they played there for how many shows did they play there? I don't even remember. Weeks, or it seemed like. He was like, and pretty much just walking off the street. They weren't even checking for tickets at the time. It was crazy. It was a crazy time in the city, but again, fun, very exciting. Because things like that would happen. Ain't gonna happen like that no more. If there's $1 to be made in that city, you're gonna make sure they're sure they're gonna get it from you. So I'm leaning towards because the Clash at Bonds because I was so advertised and it was like, oh, we gotta go, you gotta go. They're there, bro. We gotta go. So I'm leaning towards that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that's what I'm leaning towards.
Do you see Ramones at Stevie G's a lot? I'd love to have seen Ramones.
Oh no, they were playing there some years before me. I didn't go to see Jimmy's until probably 1981,
Oh,
maybe 80, 81, 81, maybe early 81. I forget, honestly. And that was, yeah, I think I had to be like the 80, 81, I'd say. First I went to see Jimmy's. Because they didn't really have the afternoon shows back then. They had the matinees come around like early 82, I think, or something like that. That would start doing those. But they would have shows at CBS. They had like punk shows, stuff like that, or the early hardcore shows or whatever. But the Ramones, they were already on an upper tier. They weren't playing there back then.
yeah.
But they would still play like Urban Plaza, stuff like that.
Yeah. Also, why do you have like spots like in your hair?
I don't know. You get bored when you get older.
Yeah.
I still got my hair. I figure flaunt it if you got it. I'm 55 years old. I still got all my hair. I still got my teeth. A lot of guys younger than me ain't doing too good. But they got so I think the hell with them. I got my hair. Might as well do something. Do the leopard print thing. The old punk rock leopard print. Why not? That's so fun. I got nothing else to do. You get old, you get bored. What the heck? I'm probably gonna dye in blue next with some I don't know, some blue and black things from that.
Nice. Yeah.
What to do? I got it. I'm flaunting it. Yeah, it's my hair. It grows back. Luckily. Mostly you can get that gene or whatever from your mother's father. If you're gonna go bald or not. If your mother's father died with a full head of hair, then you're okay. That's what I heard. I don't know. And my mother's father was from Spain. And
does Grandpa Jim? He has a full head. Oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So, what are some bands you suggest people go see live?
Oh, live? That's hard for me to say because, especially now, because I don't live in the city anymore. I moved about an hour and a half northwest of the city. I'm in Lower Hudson Valley. What do they call Orange County, New York? I'm right by Newburgh, if that means anything to anybody.
Nice.
I'm in the sticks. It's like suburban, rural. I got farms down the road. I got America's oldest winery right down the road from my house.
Oh,
I got an acre of land. I got deer running all over the place. I got woodchucks fighting outside on the ground. You ever see woodchucks fight?
No.
It's nuts. You see these chubby little furry things? Oh, look at my woodchuck. They're all nice. Whoa, they getting all fight. It's nasty.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I'm learning a lot about nature up here.
Craig Head lives in Hudson. Is that close? We stayed at his cabin.
What is that? I'm sorry.
You know Craig Head from Craig.
I haven't been to his house, but I believe I'm not that. I might be like maybe an hour away, maybe if I'm not mistaken. I forget him. We were talking about it, but I can't remember. But I might be like an hour away from it.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm up here. So going to shows is, when I lived in Brooklyn or whatever, forget about it.
Yeah.
I was a train ride away or whatever. So I would just take boom, boom, boom. Or even in Staten Island or whatever like that, once I figured out the express bus. So, but yeah. So, but going to see live right now, honestly, anything you can really like. If you like them, go see them. If
Nice.
it's something you like on record or so or CD or whatever like that, some of you heard you like, go see them. One, the band would appreciate it, and two, the way things are sometimes you never know if these clubs are gonna exist again. You don't know, they're gonna have another show or whatnot, or God forbid we get another pandemic. Oh shit! Even though I thought the pandemic was fun personally, but I
Kind
don't
of.
think that.
And also, so I'm homeschooled. So all my friends that had school, they weren't in school, so we got to play games all day.
Ah, there you go.
So it was fun, but like it also kind of wasn't fun.
Yeah,
You couldn't go outside. There were no shows.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really hang around with a bunch of people anyway. Normally, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
like here, my lady, my wife could be. We got the house, and it was just us. So it's not like we entertain so much where we have people. Every now and then, I have a friend or two come over. Sometimes, but even that, okay. Now that we don't have a pandemic, we really can't even have guests because we adopted an insane dog. And I'm not even kidding. This dog is nuts. He's got problems, and he's very protective, especially of her. Very protective of her, and
Nice.
he's a pit bull basset hound mix.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's
What's his
yeah,
name? Well, is it a he or a she?
yeah. Big Tony,
Oh, nice.
big
That's
big Tony,
amazing.
yeah, Big Tony Stubaloni. That's what we call him. He's got the long basset hound body, right, with these like stubby little legs with the floppy foot, and he's got a big old pit bull head.
That's amazing.
It's like having an insane midget wrestler run around your house all day long.
Can't say that. Can't say that.
Up and down the stairs, up and down it. He's nuts, this dog.
Okay, okay, are you a comedian or something?
Nah, I'm just half drunk. nah, I just like to have fun.
I want a drunk mom. Can we get a drunk midget wrestler dog thing, please?
It looks good on paper. It looks good on paper. Then you try to have some guests over. And oh Jesus.
I just gotta think. I just gotta. Okay,
Next
wait.
question.
I'm just gonna take a second. Okay. So, what's your favorite place you've toured in?
Favorite place? I love Japan. It's just a beautiful country, and the people there are really cool. And even if they're talking nonsense about you, don't understand what they're saying anyway. So. And it's a really beautiful country, and that's where I learned that I like sushi when I went over there for the first time. I never ate it for years, and then a friend of mine, he's like a brother to me. He bought like this big thing of sushi. And he's like, "Go ahead," And I was like, "I don't want to be disrespectful." I tried it, and I put it in my mouth. I was like, "All these years, I have everybody."
Nice.
So yeah, Japan, I love. I always like Berlin, Germany. I have a lot of great friends over there who I love like family. That's one of my favorite cities to play. I like Belgium. I only the past couple of years started to really appreciate the Netherlands. First, a few times I went over there over the years. I don't know. This always seems a weird place, especially the Dutch language is a very odd language.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they're like it's almost like German. They do like it's almost like a growl, like weird thing they do.
Yeah.
It's like Germans from Mars underwater.
From Mars?
Yeah, like they're like Martian Germans, but living underwater. Like what are you? It's one of the weirdest languages. I don't know,
So
but
Martian Germans that are
underwater, yeah. That's what it does. So that's what I hear anyway.
Where do you come up with this stuff? I just
I
don't.
have problems.
I don't know. Okay.
I got problems. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Well, so what was your favorite TV show and movie when you were my age?
Wait, how old are you? 10?
Yeah, 11.
Oh, look. Oh, geez. So 78. Oh, that came out before that, didn't it? Well, I always like horror movies.
Oh, yes, amazing. I love
I
those.
always loved horror movies and stuff like that. I mean, I remember my father taking me to see Jaws in the theater. My parents would take me to see all the horror movies because I was, well, cause I wasn't afraid of them. It wasn't like I was having nightmares or anything like that. I liked them, and I used to get the horror, the monster movie magazines, like Famous Monsters, stuff like that. So I was supposed to read those Monster Times. So I wasn't bothered by it, except when I was about 6 years old, and my brother took me to see The Exorcist.
Nice.
My older brother. Oh no, it wasn't so nice. That scared the crap out of me.
Oh, well.
And we shared a bedroom, and he used to scare me to death every night. I've been trying to go to sleep, and he's in the bed on the other side of the room, and he started doing the exorcist with. Oh yeah, it wasn't so nice. My brother was a big jerk.
Oh,
Oh,
um,
yeah, but
so
yeah, I like the horror movies and stuff like that, and TV shows. Well, of course, Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. Oh, the movies, the TV show. I loved, even though I look at it now, it's horrible. But I loved all that stuff when I was a kid. Um, I always, even to this day, I'm 55 years old. I love monkeys and great apes, like chimps and gorillas and stuff like
uh,
that. It's like if you stick I guess it's a target audience, I suppose. But if you think, if you got a cooking show, right? You want me to watch it? And I love to cook.
mhm.
You couldn't tell. I love to cook, and you want me to watch your cooking show? You stick a monkey in that thing, just
Okay.
running around in the background, and maybe like a drunk midget walking by. How you doing? I think I'm all over that. I am there. I'm
Like,
your biggest fan.
yeah, sounds like a hit show. So just like drunk people and monkeys walking around the background.
Yeah, drunk little people running around, just maybe throwing things to cook every now and then, and then and the monkey just in the background, but he could be painting maybe or something like that.
Maybe like
Whatever,
chucking banana in the food.
whatever he wants. He's a monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to relax. Sometimes they want to throw things at you. You don't really tell them no.
Maybe a monkey would like throw poop at the cook or something.
That's very possible. That's why you got to watch what he's wearing. You want that monkey wearing a diaper or some Oshkosh bagosh, because
Yeah.
those things are hard to take off.
Huh?
See?
Because if the monkeys like they do that, isn't that like a defense
Yeah.
mechanism?
It's something, yeah, they do it. If they get upset or something like that, they'll just fling their poop right at you. Yeah.
Nice.
But if I do it, I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. What? That's like specious. Like
Species.
yeah, because monk.
Why not?
Hey, if anyone like like important like law person, make it legal, not illegal, legal for humans to throw poop, or make it illegal for monkeys. We have to be.
Exactly. You go try to collect on a bill from a monkey. See what happens to you.
I just want to go out of the top of a skyscraper, take a dump in my hand, and chuck it at someone.
You know what I mean? Okay. At least if it's not illegal, you get a ticket if you get caught.
Okay, yeah, you get a ticket. How about that? Like
Yeah,
like
you get caught, you get a
$2 or
ticket.
something.
But if you're upset and that's the last thing you got, you know, you know.
So if you're willing to pay the $50, like if you get caught, you can do it. If you don't want to pay that money, just Don't get caught.
Throw some more crap at them.
So, would you
I'm
rather?
sorry, Mom and Dad.
It's
Whatever.
only mom, but
Change the subject. Come on.
okay.
This is a good question.
So, would you rather fight 10 100-year-olds or 100 10-year-olds?
Would I rather fight?
Yeah, so 10 super old people or 100
Oh, 10 super old people, without a doubt. No. You kids are
Yeah.
crazy.
I promise you. Because, like, sometimes, like, in schools, there's, like, that really fast kid that's, like, ridiculously fast and just,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I ain't
not
chasing
created
after.
equally with everyone else.
Yeah, I'm not chasing after a bunch of young kids. No. You line
Yeah.
up them old people, I'll knock them out one after the other.
Yeah, you just go from the behind of the 100-year-olds and just shove them. They're dead.
Problem, yeah,
It
you
breaks
do
only
that,
bones.
you know?
They're old.
Yeah, exactly. They'll wither away anyway.
Yeah. And also, if I go, I'm only 1 year older than them, and I'm not the strongest person. So and that's just pretty much 100 of me. Some of them
Yeah,
might be weaker, some of them might be equal strength, some of them might be stronger. So
I'm not doing that. No, that's that's a long day right there.
yeah,
That's a real long day, and I like my lunch. So no, I'm not doing that.
yeah. So if you could tell your 11-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Oh boy. Uh, talk your father and mother into two things if I can right at the top of my head. Talk your mother and father into investing into the Apple company.
Into investing into Apple?
Yeah, into the Apple company when we were just starting out, back then.
Are you Steve Jobs in disguise?
I wish. Jesus, in disguise. I'd wear it proudly. I don't have money. What do I care what I don't think? But I would talk my parents into investing into that. Once it became public, just do it. Trust me, you can keep my allowance. I would do that, and buy 2 to 3 copies of every punk record that I bought back then.
Yeah.
So I'd be a lot hella happier right now.
Yeah.
I still could have my own and one or two to sell.
Mhm. Yeah, you'd make so much money.
Yeah, a lot more than I did when I sold what I sold. I sold a lot of stuff when I was some years back, not that much younger. But I needed the money. I was at a point in time in my life where I really did need the money. I was unemployed, and my rent was due, and this, that. I had to eat. I wasn't having any drug problems or like that. Thank God. Never had any problems with that. Then that's good. I lost my job and this and that. I was living, and I needed the money, and I had to sell a couple of records, and I had unfortunately I can't get them back, which stinks because I had sold a lot of it to a friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
With the caveat though that maybe one day I might want to buy these back, but I'm not going to be paying whatever ridiculous prices they were worth. So I sold it to him, and then some years had passed, and then about 5, 6 years ago, whatever the hell, whenever it was, I contacted him. I said, "Hey, Terry, listen, I want to buy those records back from you. I have the money, and I'll pay you at least double of what he paid. You know what I mean? Which was it's not more. It's nowhere near what they're worth now, but it's more than he paid, and they're my memories, not his. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and he sent me. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. He sent me an email. He's like, "Yeah, Paul, I'd love to do nothing more than sell you those records back, but that what was it, Hurricane? What was the big one? The last hurricane that did it hit the Rockaways in Queens. Hurricane, whatever it was.
Hurricane Sandy?
Eddie, thank you. I don't know what. That's what you know. What that's my sister's name, and I can never remember it. Only tells us to say my sister was nuts. Anybody, but yeah, Hurricane Sandy. He's like Hurricane Sandy came, cleaned me out, and he sent me pictures of his house. Why he still lived in Rockaway, I'll never understand. It's a dump. Don't ever go there. But yeah, cleaned them out. All the records gone. I was like, oh,
Wait,
yeah,
so they got destroyed?
yeah,
That's so
everything.
sad. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that sucks. I was like, oh man, I can't win. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? If every now and then, if I see any records that I really want from back then, I still collect. I still collect records like a maniac, you know. But it's stuff that I listen to, stuff that I like. I'm not just collecting it because it's worth money, or like, you know, oh, that's a real rare record. Because I want to play it. I want to listen to it or
Mhm.
DJ it. And I don't want to just like hold it in my hands and show it off to my friends. No, I'll take care of it. I'll keep it clean and I'll keep it stashed away with my other records like that. But I'm playing that thing. That's what they're made for.
Yeah, records are cool.
Yeah. So that's what, you know, I buy what I listen to. You know, and if it's a really good record, I really want it, I'll pay up for it within reason. You know, I'm not paying 15 grand for a Misfits 45. I'm sorry. And I love the Misfits, but I don't love them that much. You
Yeah.
know, especially I had that 45 and I think I paid $2 for it back in 1983.
Oh
or
my
82,
god.
You know, and now it's like,
Why why didn't you
I
keep
had, that's another thing I would have told myself. When we went to, was it Rocks in Your Head, or it was what back in the day in the early 80s when there was 50 million record stores all in the East and the West Village of New York, right? There
Mhm.
was this one record store. What was it, Rocks in Your Head? It was something Rock something or whatever. I forget the name, but it was on the West Side. And me and my buddy Tony go in there. And like, you know, we just always go look to the bands 45s like that. It's had to be about 1983, maybe,
Oh.
maybe 82, whatever. I was asking that, like, oh, you know, we got in backstock, you know, all stuff like that. And I see what he had. And I'm like, you got any Misfits 45s? And he's looking through. And this is that when my Misfits 45s were already getting hard to get, but still, by hard to get, I mean $10, $20,
Yeah.
maybe. You
And
know what
now
I mean?
like a common record is like $30.
This guy had a box, you know, the box 45s. I think there was like maybe 20 or 40, 20 to 30 of them in there. Of their first 45.
Oh.
Called Cool. Yeah, he had a box of them. We're like,
Hmm.
oh, wow, the first 45, and we didn't have that one. This is 1983, and we're like, wow, we never. It's hard to get. We're like, how much? The guy's like, I don't know, $10 a piece. So
So
I bought my copy. I think I bought another copy. I think Tony went back and bought another two little copy or two. I don't remember. But yeah, $10 a piece.
That's
Still in the box, unplayed, perfect condition.
that's
And this is
ridiculous.
1983. If me and Tony would have put our money together and just bought that whole box and stuck them away in a bank vault all these years and then broke them out, me and him would be living very comfortably right now. Splitting the profits alone.
Wait.
That I wish I could remember.
So I think $10,000 on Reverb.
That's the bullet one.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Cough Cool. She and Cough Cool, the two songs. The first 45.
wait. So
I don't know.
yeah,
I bet it's a lot.
yeah. But so how many were there? There were like 30-ish.
20 to 30 copies, I think, in the box.
Wow. So you would
Yeah.
be like,
If me and him just would have put our money together that we had, say, so we could buy the whole box, put them in the bank, in somebody's bank account or something like that. You know what I mean?
Show them that.
Stash them away.
30,000.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. At least 30,000 a piece.
Wait, is it signed? Or is that just on the record?
That's the way it's written on the record.
Oh,
29,000.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 30,000. It's 29,999.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would have had 30 of those just laying around
Mhm.
right now.
Crazy.
Yeah, or 15 a piece. We would have had laying around. Yeah, that's one thing I wish I could go back and do.
Let's see, not like so you'd have like $900,000 if you bought
Yeah,
30 of them.
not too bad.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'd go back and I'd do that.
Yeah.
I'd go
So anything to add before we wrap it up?
back. Just everybody, I want to be, especially with all the crap that's going on in this world today, politically wise, and just the way people are talking to each other, the people we deal with each other. I'd like people to knock it off. I mean, I know I'm known as Mr. Hatred, Mr. This, and
Hmm.
that was when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And whatever. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of people, but I'm really tired of the way that my fellow Americans are talking to each other, and they're becoming suckers to all this political stuff, left and right and whatnot, and calling each other communists or calling each other Nazis and all this. Unless the guy is an actual Nazi or an actual communist, stop with the name calling. It's ridiculous. We're Americans. Treat each other like such. You don't have to agree with each other. You don't have to like each other. Stop with this nonsense. You know, I mean, I don't like any politician. I don't. I mean, I'm not a. Never was a fan of the Trump family ever since I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I'm just leave that. I'm just leave that there. I don't. I have no love for that family.
Yeah.
But at this day and age, I'd kill for just a normal Republican in Congress again.
Mhm.
A guy who's going to be conservative, but he can be conservative, and you ain't got to agree with him, but you know what he's talking about.
Mhm.
What we have in there now is just a bunch of insane people,
Yeah.
and the Democrats are right behind them. Nobody can just act like a person anymore. Everybody's got it like a bunch of, you hate to say children because children are acting better than that. I like children just acting like brats, and they're not looking out for what's best for their country or their people who voted them in. They're looking out what's best for them, and they're make them look good, and it's horrible. So
Yeah.
I feel we'll just like keep that in mind, and try to treat each other a little bit better, and it's like kids, younger kids, whatever, get out there as much as you can and enjoy yourself. I mean, I understand the internet's great, and the streaming services are great, and all this. You know what? You got plenty of life ahead of you to be an old fat guy sits at home watching TV. Enjoy your life while you can when you're young, and you can still run around without your knees giving out on you.
Well, thanks to Paul Bearer for joining me today. Thanks to all of you for watching or listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye!